moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
After out there with Chandler Parsons, and there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Butler, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Over in the corner, Isaac. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The three-pointer is right on target. Parsons got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
Superb at firing off the catch. Give Parsons any sort of separation, and he'll exploit it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Orlando, Tyus Jones at the line for 2.
That free throw missing. A different look for New York. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Dang in for Chandler Parsons. The Magic also changing it up. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Isaac. Bain comes in for Howard. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Blank. Here's Butler in the paint.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
Another miss by Orlando. And so it's Dang bringing it up for New York. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
And Caro outside. And New York making a change here. Rose is checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for the Magic. Here's Banchero for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Dang gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. It's Richardson on the wing. Outside, Bain. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. New York lead by 17. Pass to Dang. Three-pointer, Butler, and again, New York with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them.
Orlando trails by 20. Richardson outside.
He specifically said
Suggs with the screen for Richardson. Carter, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
There's Walker with the 3. Offensive rebound. Noah, the pass to Rose. Lock at 6. Goes back up. And Clark with the lay-in.
Taking that hit down low, Caitlin Clark, 2 physical points.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Richardson kicks to Bain. Good from outside. Here's Noah. He's got 6, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Number 22.
Orlando trails by 20. So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bain stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his team.
Carter up top to the middle. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Can't help yourself because yourself sucks.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And a wide open look for Bain. Sinks the triple. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. New York leading by 20.
Screamed your asses off for what you want. For what did you
Clark
want?
up top. Over Suggs. Noah kicks to Clark. Launches it. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
Well, this is what everyone came to see. Clark being relentless on offense, looking so dialed in.
One tip
And New York making a change here.
Trouble is, I don't see anyone who's going to really scream for anything anymore. I want the pitch.
23 seconds left in the second
I
quarter.
like this guy. Very silly question.
Van Carroll with the ball. 7 points in the game.
So, off your feet. I think
Carter with the screen on Noah. The 3 from Van Carroll. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's New York controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Last one, 5 minutes. Wait, please, it's very important.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so Suggs with it, he brings it up for the Magic. Outside, Bain. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. New York leading by 20. From deep, Rose, nailed from three-point land. Rose has got the first points to start out the third quarter for New York. Wagner outside. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, Walker. He's defended by Wagner. Walker dishes to Noah. Some nice passing by New York here. Jacks up a three. No good from Clark. Orlando with the ball. Wagner passes to Bain. And it's off from three-point range. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. In the corner, it's Noah. There's the three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his fourth assist in this one. Mark against Suggs. And Carroll outside. Back to Suggs.
What does it take to be
5 on the
king of the
clock.
job?
Wagner from long
You
range.
have to be the fastest?
It's rebounded by New York.
The strongest? No.
Now, Wembanyama.
You know what the
Nothing
Lions'
on the
most powerful
board.
weapon is?
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
It's that roar that enables the Lion to take one of
And
the
it's Orlando's ball.
hits. The Eagles got
They're
tracked in
scoreless
the
since the
dust.
first half. To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players, 6'10",
How you guys
with the
got your
perimeter
shit together?
skills of a
I
Franz
want to
Wagner.
see some
You sure
goddamn
don't,
line.
Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength,
See that?
and skill, and he can create shots for himself, he can finish through contact, and he will also create shots for his team.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
You think the Lions
He
ask for a
does
promotion?
not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has
There's a line
been
waiting for a proof.
putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance
Right
points.
now, none of the worst shit. But starting tonight, we're going to shed our skin and become something entirely new. Forget your past life, Jamie. These point on you all want.
On
The
defense,
next
New York.
class to begin at any
Haven't
place.
given up any points here in the second half. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, look, everyone
I'm
likes
not
a
done.
flush. Carter, Jr. showing his force.
You're just making smart
give him-
decisions with the
If your
ball. She
beeper
gets
goes
it to a
off, you will
teammate ready
initiate a
for the finish.
confrontation. If you fail to follow
Suggs
these
against
simple
Clark.
orders,
Suggs
you
dishes
will
to
be
Van Carroll.
expelled with no refund. What?
Puts it up from 12.
Oh, yeah,
And
dog.
foul on the
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
He'll shoot 2 at the free throw
Yeah.
line.
Personal foul.
That's on Joakim Noah.
And Vancaro doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Please, if I get one more ticket, my bad.
Bain looking around. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Bain's got 5. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And it's Aldridge on the follow.
A dominant move by Aldridge on the glass. Just manhandling the defender and then finishes strong.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And it's Brunson missing. Brunson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shot from the low block. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Parsons with it. Picked up by Suggs. Parsons' shot is
Hey,
off.
is that the new Star Master?
And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Magic.
You can take your medication.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know what?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Banchero. Butler with the steal. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Once he gets the ball down low, Aldridge has an array of moves. Hard to stop the savvy veteran.
Both good from the line that time. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Jones. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the young Southern play.
And so it's New York finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight on State Farm Assist of the Game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Not necessarily a staple of Butler's game, but they're reminding the defense he can drain it from deep.
Why would you bring it all the way out here?
Banchero a screen on deck. This one for 3.
Try getting tough with my roommate.
It's rebounded by New York. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep, Brunson hands it from downtown.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
When the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time. And there's that fiery attitude of the Butlers.
And up into the
Showing
main
up
house.
the defense.
Wow. Shooting for the stars, aren't you, Walsh?
And Aldridge comes over to help.
My goal was to make
And they
another
get it. And then
$3,000
Tozzi
a
throws
year.
it down.
Let me tell you something, Ernie.
And you're
This
not
class
going
is
to get an
$5,000. You're
easier
already
deuce
behind.
than that. Straight to the basket.
I want
They're
my
making this
wife
a runaway.
to stop abusing me.
The only question for me right now is just how big
Yeah,
the
you got
league
it.
will eventually become.
Butler kicks to Brunson.
Newsflash.
Some nice passing by New York here.
A lot. Now, in those bags are 15
6 on the shot clock.
semi-automatic high-powered paintball
New
guns.
York needs to get off a shot. Traps in the
You
tray.
trust no one.
Well, you know,
It's time
being
to
able
kill
to
or be
quickly
killed.
release shots like that
We're
is
a
how
team.
you stay ahead
We're
of
no
the
teams.
defense.
It's every man for himself.
Van Carroll draws the double. Batase
Helmets,
finds Jones.
Goggles, no nothing.
All
That's not
alone.
enough.
Dang,
Somewhere out
grabs the
there in
miss.
those woods.
And I'm sure next time
Bless
he
you.
sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Now, does anybody else want to read their gun?
Pass to Black. Down low.
Well, when we
Here's
start.
Van Carroll. And finished off by Van Carroll.
And Boncaro is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Walker's shot is off. On offense, here are the Magic.
You guys a bunch of retards.
Richardson kicks to Black for the three. Doesn't go for him. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Noah. Lets it go with the three. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
A nice shot by Black.
And Black wants to keep getting better as a shooter. Draining shots like this will certainly help his confidence.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Carter at the elbow. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And finished off by Noah.
Yeah, and they might as well continue to play through him because the defense hasn't had an answer at all.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Van Carroll. Misses the three. Here's New York. They're on an 18-7 run. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Inside, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
That'll be a 5-second call.
The ball goes to Orlando. Substitution on the court.
Bain kicks to Carter. Another miss by Orlando.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And an
Telephone number 71848365554. Can't take your call now. At the
Real shot. I'm not trying to be arrogant here. If they don't get LeBron and he ends up in Cleveland or Miami or Golden State or Minnesota, Eastern Conference-wise, the Knicks might have ran through the Eastern Conference. We don't know what Halliburton's health is going to be. They said he's going to. It seems like he's going to be ready open night, but you don't know what his health is going to be. That may take time to grow. The Celtics are going to be way worse than they were last year.
Donald Trump is having a disastrous Sunday. Once again, he has shut down the White House to all of the press. He stormed out of the White House to go and play golf today. He arrived at his golf course recently, and he started making posts like this. Caitlin Collins, the CNN reporter, has Dylan Mulvaney transgender woman who is an influencer. And this is Donald Trump trying to both mock Caitlin Collins and Dylan Mulvaney. Donald Trump told this as attempting to do a joke, which was heinous at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Nobody laughed. So now he's posting AI images of Caitlin Collins like this morning. He's also posting bizarre.
Tips it alive. Williams for 4 points. Young almost sucked him in. She wanted to pass it. Now up to 10 points. Now stagger, double stagger away for Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Reeve drawing up that first play for Clark. Clark has talked about being excited to play with Olivia Miles as Clark puts in the first points of tonight's All-Star 4-pointer this year. Here is Clark. Clark bowling and hitting on a deep three. And Courtney Williams celebrates, and Kelsey Mitchell with the response. Those team players going up against each other. Howard having an incredible year for the Lynx. Clark again on a bomb. She's hit a couple of them already. Here's Clark. Will she try again? You bet. Caitlin Clark with 3 logo bombs. She also looked gassed afterwards.
These things are moving up and down.
Yeah, they are
right now. This is a nice pace.
With Asia Wilson, the two former South Carolina stars. Wilson running the floor. What a dime from Jess Shepard. Shepard with 4 triple doubles. Abby Williams having an excellent season with the Valkyries, unable to hit there. Here is the rookie sensation, Olivia Miles. They know they have each other's best interests at heart.
You certainly can tell watching them play, they have that genuine chemistry.
That three is good. Marina Mabry did it in a 3-game span. Here's Jonquel Jones, the former finals MVP. By the way, plenty of access we'll have for you throughout the show as Mabry connects on another bomb. Neko Gubake playing her 11th All-Star game. The legend gives it up for Gray for 3.
We should name the defense in each quarter of the All-Star game.
I like that. So first quarter you got
okay. Yes.
Which is better than done.
Yes.
Jones gets that 3 to spin in. Courtney Williamson and Tisha Heidemann as Malunga. There's been whispers about her dunking in this All-Star game. Unable to hit that layup. And then Mabry carries the 3 and a nice push here. He already has 11 points. And Ryan Howard responds for the 3. Brianna Stewart told us her goal was to get Mabry MVP in her first All-Star game, and off to a good start. Marina Mabry connects on another 3. A 4-point team spoon lead. Quick get ahead. Reese able to gather. Dish. Mabry. You bet. Marina Mabry with a monster first quarter. And Team Coop pulls within 1.
Draining them from all over. Nice assist, Angel Reese as well.
Shepard coming up with the block.
The whole bench for Team Coop upset about the defense, though, on that play.
Like, what do you do playing D like that? This Kiki Iriafen lays it in. How about Kiki? 2 years in Washington. Her and Sonia Citron, who's on the floor, opposing it right now. Both came in last year's teammates in both. The Citron hits a 3. What a fun interaction there between Angel Reese and Asia Wilson as Malunga lays it in. Here's Reese finding Malunga for the slam. Dominique Malunga throws it down. It's embarrassing. She's trying to play defense. But Malunga's looking for runways.
In 1958, a 6-mile barrier island at the bottom of New Jersey had more motels per square mile than any place in the United States. 300 of them crowded between Atlantic Avenue and the ocean, each one trying to outdazzle
Another turnover here by New York.
Chandler Parsons.
The buildings looked like they were made of poured concrete and steel, scooping butterfly roofs, angular fins thrusting forward.
104 left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge finds Parker. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires for three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Suggs. And they double up Wagner. Payne for three.
By 2006, nearly 100 of those
Bancaro against Butler. On the wing, Gordon.
That island is called the
Parsons
Wildwood.
outside.
Technically, four
Parker
separate
right side.
North Wildwood.
Back to Parsons.
Wildwood,
Outside
Wildwood,
Gordon. Takes a three. The offensive rebound. And it's Aldridge on the follow.
Ending the possession with authority. That's how you save a play.
And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An entire architectural work for ordinary people. Forgot it had done
20
something
seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And then, when
Bancaro
it
outside.
finally realized what it had. For most
Pass to Carter.
The name is
And then Carter with the jam.
Always a threat to score. Bancaro, that time with a sweet run.
And Parsons seals it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game.
The Bakers incorporated the borough of Wildwood in 1895 and went to work. They knew they had a problem. The island sat at the southern tip of the state, reachable only by a patchwork of trains, ferries, and walking paths. Getting there was half the trip, and not in a good way. But the West Jersey Railroad had extended a line to the island in 1884. By the 1890s, that rail connection was bringing visitors from Philadelphia, about 100 miles to the north. Hotels and boarding houses began to appear. A boardwalk was built. Amusement piers followed. By 1910, Wildwood Crest had hundreds of homes, apartments, and hotels. The Bakers had been right. People wanted to come, if you could get them there. The real audience for Wildwood was not the wealthy. Cape May, just a few miles south, had been attracting the upper classes since before the Civil War. Presidents, Philadelphia society, old money. Atlantic City, up the coast, had the Grand Resort Hotel, the famous boardwalk, the convention trade. Wildwood pitched itself differently. Its brochures advertised moderate terms and special rates. Its visitors were middle-class and working-class families from Philadelphia, Camden, Wilmington. Factory workers, tradesmen, civil servants. The kind of people who saved up all year for 1 week at the shore. Wildwood would be their place. The Depression hit hard. Hotels emptied. Convention business dried up. In desperation, the town tried to attract visitors with fishing contests, regattas, boat races, baby parades, anything to fill rooms. In 1932, the Miss America beauty pageant was held in Wildwood, after Atlantic City suspended it for being, of all things, too immoral. That tells you something about Wildwood's willingness to take what Atlantic City wouldn't. By the late 1930s, business was back, and something had shifted. 85% of visitors were now arriving by automobile. The railroad era was ending. The car era was beginning. And that single fact, the car, would reshape every inch of the island within 20 years. When World War II ended, a generation of Americans came home with paychecks, GI Bill benefits, and a hunger for leisure that the country had never seen before. Families wanted vacations, and they wanted to drive to them. Down at the shore, Wildwood's publicity department launched an aggressive campaign. Crowds of more than 150,000 on holiday weekends became common. On the 4th of July in 1952, officials counted 50,000 automobiles and estimated 300,000 visitors. The island was running out of room. Then, in 1955, New Jersey completed the Garden State Parkway, and Wildwood changed forever. The parkway ran the entire length of the state, from the New York border down to Cape May, and it put Wildwood within easy driving distance of every major population center between Boston and Washington. Officials estimated that the new highway would bring an additional 349,000 automobiles to the Wildwoods each season. They were not wrong. Visitors poured in, and the island had nothing like enough beds. The old boarding houses and small hotels couldn't handle the volume. What Wildwood needed was a new kind of accommodation, something built for the car, something with parking at the door, something casual enough that a family in beach clothes wouldn't feel out of place in the lobby. What Wildwood needed was the motel. This is where the Morey family enters the story. And once they enter, they never leave. In 1920, a carpenter named Samuel Morey moved from Tuckerton to West Wildwood with his wife Ida May and their son Louis. Lou grew up on